Yes, unfortunately, you are starting to get enough of a reputation for people to want to be around you.
Hmm.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can't help it. Have adventures. That's what happens. Eric, I'm sorry. Is there what would you've learned more about the sewers and places?
I think
you've learned some monster zones.
Yep.
Possibly.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'll collect the goblins, for lack of a better word, and work with them and see how many are there?
Well, we had.
It's so poor, I guess.
Yes, there was not that many.
No.
Did you?
I didn't.
I don't remember you actually killing off any, although Osborne smacked a couple around.
They can take it.
I'm not sure if he actually managed to
No.
dispose of one. He tried.
Yeah, he bruised him a bit.
Yeah.
He sent them running. I
Yeah.
command, and then they.
Well, they yeah, he that one that you ran off has been collected.
Yeah.
There are only 3, as I recall, which seems like not very many, but there's more where those came from.
Good.
And matter of fact, I think that I have decided that there are 3 to 12. 6 plus 1. There are 7. You have 7 goblins.
Nice.
1 with a black eye.
Looks nice.
Yeah, and the and so yes, carry on.
My dear flock.
Oh no. What pray? What value shall you impart?
All the people above are sinners, driven by greed and corruption. But we down here, we're pure.
Because we're driven by what?
By order and lawfulness.
Oh. But we make money, right?
Absolutely. And we use that to enrich order and lawfulness amongst ourselves.
They nod. Goblins are good with this, as I recall.
Yep.
They according to whatever logic was employed here, they are in fact lawful evil.
Yeah.
They eagerly subordinate themselves to you.
Yeah, great.
Assign, the big one, which you were forced to flee.
Yeah.
Despite his flight, instantly assigns himself the rank of sergeant.
Yep. That's what I signed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'd like to know more about your operation, what you did before.
Well, first of all, they did serve the ordination.
Yeah.
And they had been, they make themselves available to those worthy members of the church.
But Lurmax is the...
Lurmax, pardon?
Lurmax is the part of it really, or he's more...
Well, he is respected by the church. He's a donator, as you recall.
Yeah.
He's a benevolent, a benevolent supporter, of the ordination here. And so it just seems to make sense that should he have need of specific services, and one of the specific services was the disposal of the mean guy.
The shining.
Yes.
Shining person.
Yeah. Who's you seen? What they're remind us why we like him?
We don't necessarily like him, but we have used him.
All right. And that means Lurmax.
Yeah, Lurmax is also in a way useful. He has riches.
Well, yes.
Yes. That should really more belong to us in our way of being the vanguard of the order, I guess.
All right.
That is.
No, they're we're making it up.
Yeah.
You're making it up as you go along, but you're in the right. You're in the right the right sphere of where their logic is, and they're not particularly stupid.
No.
But their views are focused.
Yeah.
Profit has been mentioned, the acquisition of goods,
Yeah.
and the ability to say that as you rise in status and power, partly by establishing a bit of a sub-branch down here,
Exactly.
and then we rise with you.
Yes, and why could this be a sub-branch? This could be the main branch with the purest version of the law.
You have yourself you have yourself a flock.
Great.
You do.
I will allow you to bring down disorderly members of the surface when needed. I seem to think that you enjoyed playing with the mean one.
Yes, although certainly your presence would be appreciated if, in case they get
too rowdy.
yeah, in case they prove difficult.
Yeah.
So okay, yes, you have yourself a flock.
Yeah,
I
great.
think that can be as is. I'm still kind of curious. Alexian, what kinds of things, you now have a very effective spy.
Yes.
What do you want to do? What are the things you want to keep an eye on? What, if anything, would you want to actually accomplish? You told me that you wanted to stay established. Well, to stay established, you might want to do something good. This may be a stretch, but what sort of things come to mind?
All right. I have the possibility in the bat form, and look around for people in need who need guidance in their life, and then guide them to the church.
You're searching for drunk people.
No, guide people who need help.
I see. And so in that sense, well, the imp isn't going to actually intervene and tell anybody to do anything, or the closet. That's not going to work very well.
Find the people.
That is not a problem. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to roll one night.
So I know something. If I'm within a mile of the closet, I move up.
Oh, you can look at what it sees.
Yeah, also the thing with levels. If I'm within a mile, I have +1 level. If it is more than 1 mile away, I lose a level.
Correct.
And if it dies, I lose 4 levels.
Correct.
For how long? Permanent?
Yeah.
So if it dies, I lose 4 levels.
Keep it alive.
Right.
Yes. So I'm very careful with where it is at all times and how much help it has.
As a multi-class, do you lose?
That's good.
You
If I
levels
lose
or-
4 levels,
This is where I hand you the books and say, you figured that out.
I say yes.
We all have our little racing programs, right?
That's right. There. Nighttime, dice roll. Roll percent.
41.
Ooh, what an interesting question. And that would make perfectly good sense, too. Well, I know not everybody gets to fight all the time. But one night, oh, this is wonderful. This is a good example of our little sets of books and stuff just happily talking to one another. Number appearing 5 to 50. Goodness.
What was that about keeping something alive?
And war sometimes.
I have plenty.
Oh dear.
It's a bat. It can fly, okay? I can have it up in the sky. As long as it's less than the 1 mile up the sky, I have +1 million. So.
Oh, that's a lot of rats.
Oh gosh. Why?
32.
Oh.
Giant Sumatran rats. Although why it's Sumatran in the fantasy monster manual,
Strange.
I do not know. Sumatra apparently exists.
It's a
It's
fantasy.
a place.
That's a place.
So, yes, you are special attacks disease, even better. Yeah. Okay. So, I think it's perfectly reasonable that some people who had set up a little encampment nearby in their support of the little good god, and since this is actually a perfectly good signal that Mila has decided that the interference in her affairs has gotten out of hand, and especially because she was the secretary for the Golden Void. So it is not entirely unreasonable that giant rats would be creeping around trying to get a better idea of what's been going on. I'd been thinking about that already, and then the table blessed me with them. And so all of a sudden, things have turned out poorly, as the rats have been especially see an opportunity to do what actual rats in reality don't do, and swarm some innocent youths who have shown up to the area of the little good god with flowers in their hair. Word is getting out. You're getting a little summer of love going on in the street of the gods. Pretty soon there will be guitars. And so, yes, exactly the kind of people whom you have no use for whatsoever are out there cringing against, an old filthy wall as the rats appear out of the shadows with, nothing but slaying innocents and spreading disease on their ratty minds.
Alright, I guess
You see this from
Yeah,
the eyes of the bat.
I hurry over there to help them with the rat problem.
The little bat is saying, wait, I wanted to watch. What are you doing?
If we stay and I tell them if we stay here and help the people, we can cause more chaos in the future. Because then people will trust us. We get stabbed in the back because more chaos.
Okay, but that means that if you're going to be like in the red now, the closet's going to expect kind of a double dose, right, of chaos, evil, benefit later. It's got its eye on you. So, are you going to get anybody to help you? You have two very helpful people here who would be happy to save innocents.
Yeah, I guess I'm on my way there. I just shout for help, shout them to come with me and help with saving the innocents.
For whatever reason, the Lexian seems to think that innocents are in danger. Where would this be? Okay, there's here. Oh, right. I guess that makes sense. I might want the bigger map to check out where they might be. Right, they didn't set up like a tent. They found an abandoned building here, and there have been some people sort of camping in and out of there. So yeah, that's in this building right here. So it's a building with collapsing stairs and abandoned rooms. They hung up blankets, with to try to make the place a little more tolerable. Um, and so you have a 2 or 3 people, probably teenagers with no visible means of support, who had been looking forward to coming and meeting Olver and all the nice people, um, and now they're being trapped like rats by rats. Maybe one of my maps is good for this. I have a whole bunch of really shitty little buildings that I found maps.
Would you think the rats are very crowded? Like one area, a lot of them.
They are appearing all around the room. There's 32 of them, so they may be in little bunches here and there, but they are appearing in every corner and peering up from every hole and down from every crack. So it's more of a completely terrifying. Oh, this will be good. Okay, we're going to pretend like this upstairs here is the whole building. So this is the kind of yard. These are dying, like these are not trees or anything like they are in the picture. These are the tops of the trees in this picture. But actually what they are is puddles of nameless gunk. And so there's a little outbuilding here, and then there's the building where they're staying in here. Probably, why not? Just probably in this room. So the rats are appearing mainly from this direction, inside. Rats like indoors. So they're going to be, it's these walls and these openings that they are coming through. And there's plenty of cracks and stuff. So, okay. So, Robert and Hork, are you helping?
Sure, yeah. No.
Okay, so you can quickly armor up and grab your things. What weapons shall you bring?
With a short sword.
Milo?
What weapons do I have?
I believe the longsword is your main one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. As a fighter, there are 4 different weapon proficiencies, and as a 3rd level fighter, you might even gain another one. I'll have to check. But the point is, you can use lots of different kinds of weapons. But the longsword is the one that you've typically been using, so let's stick with that.
I'm maybe a little bit annoyed, but I am within 1 mile, so I gain it's +1 level to me.
Mm-hmm.
So how much does that change things?
Well, boy, that's +1. You know what?
And
I'm going to say that it makes most sense that is going to affect your assassin level.
Right.
So that means you will be operating as a 2nd level thief, not as a 1st level. And that means that you'll be operating with no improved chance to hit, because assassins don't change that much, I don't think. And then, although I could be wrong, and then I also think that you will be, and then your chance to assassinate, of course, goes up, which is a good thing. Well,
yeah, but I don't think it's going to matter a lot here and with 32 rats. I think
no, that doesn't really work that well. It does have a certain appeal now that I think about it. But,
sneaking up on rats.
Yeah.
One at a time.
No, the attack roll for the assassin does not change.